Wheelie ball was put into our program for exercise purposes. One of the things that we know about the person with memory loss is sometimes it's very hard for them to follow directions by listening to words, but it's much easier to follow directions if they can see what you're doing. If the person has a lot of trouble following directions, one of the things that you want to do is use cueing. And cueing is often done through props, and that's what our activity program is. It's a lot of props that will help to engage them almost immediately. It's easier to follow if you have something bright and colorful, and that's one of the reasons why they engage almost immediately, because all of our products are bright and colorful. So wheelie ball is a lot of fun because you can do a lot of stretching exercises. So what we do then is we stretch and then bring it down, and that'll stretch your shoulders out. So if you're hurting your shoulders, that'll help. And you can go to the side.
I need a rubber band.
Oh, that's funny. The nice thing about these, they have the foam, so you can squeeze gently and then release, and squeeze and release, and it helps. Do you feel it?
Yeah.
Take your hands and walk them around. Like squeeze and walk around. And that also is another way that you can use it for your fingers. If you put your fingers on both sides of this, and then you can push, and it'll do the same kind of thing as it did for your head. You can use it for reminiscing. A lot of people see this like a steering wheel. And so you can reminisce about all the times that they either drove, or in addition to driving, sometimes just talking about all the different vehicles that have a steering wheel. That will work. Doesn't it remind you of a steering wheel?
Yeah, I used to drive it.
Did you?
Yeah.
We also can do wrist movements with this. There's activities in there that will strengthen the hands and the wrist coordination. The other thing we have with the Wheelie Reely is an activity sheet with the song, the Wheelie Reely, on it. It's the Hokey Pokey, but done to the Wheelie Reely, and instead of the person needing to turn around, we have they can turn the wheel around, and that's what it's all about. You put your right arm up, put your right arm down, put your right arm up, and you shake it all about. You do the Wheelie Reely, and you turn the wheel around.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. So.
And then you try to hit the nose.
Go ahead, toss it, toss it. Good, toss it. That's part of what you can do with it. You can toss it. Another thing that's very important is to try and do the activity at the same time every day. And the reason why you want to do it the same time every day is because they start to expect it. It gets into what we call the procedural memory, and sometimes they look forward to it at that time of day. It also is very helpful because when you bring out the tray and you're doing it at the same time, it also helps their participation and makes them less reluctant. The other thing that you want to do before you start is to check your own attitude. If you've been having a bad day or something's going on that somehow or another would come across whenever you're asking them to participate, that may be also adding to the reluctance. So it's very important that you check to see that you're ready for this activity to begin and that you want to engage with them.
This is the best picture.
Okay.